yes, we like to be online on social media and interacting and all that stuff, which that's going to lead to it, but really focus on, more on finding customers and finding people who needs this business. Like I said, I actually already went live on my team, but I'll just make it quick. I'll work on it to make it quick. This is something that we already get from our company, and this is a great tool that you can just focus on. Whereas, and if you are curious to see, there's actually every month as of this year, they came up with, and every month, if you go into search under your reports, document library, and type January, you're going to get the January and then February. I actually save them all because I love all the information. There's on every month, there's a different game plan, and there is a different scripts. There's a script, what to say, how to message, how to blitz, wrap parties, I mean, everything. And, you can set goal, but of course you wanted to work off of this one because this is for this month. There's 2 pages. I didn't print the right way, but you can even, I call it a hit list, like where you have names that not just random names, but actually people that you already have been talking to, people that already show you that they wanted to purchase the product, they just haven't purchased yet. And the same thing with the business. If they said, yes, I'm interested in a business opportunity, and again, I spoke today with someone for 45 minutes on the phone. First time she text messaged me her questions about the business, and I almost fall off my chair. There was like 15 questions. I text message her back and I said, girl, you need to get on the phone. I will answer all your questions. It took me 45 minutes to answer them, but it was a great chat. And we have to understand that not everybody's just gonna jump in right away. So the good way is to keep them on your list, or if you have a different system, whatever you have, make sure you have those names and you just follow up. And again, follow up, not necessarily following up every single time messaging about the business or product, but just go and say hi and ask how the weekend was. Like, we want to be still normal people and not just like a robot, just keep asking those questions.
I just want to make sure everybody knows that you guys can get this in your e-suite. So it's right on your main page where the video is, and then you could just click download or print, or download and then print. But it's just for everybody's information. But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I love it. And actually, this morning I looked on my sheet, and I'm not gonna say that I'm perfect and I'm just like all the time looking at, but I looked and I actually did the homework and fill out the sheet at the beginning of this month. And I looked and I'm like, man, today is the 8th. I better hurry up because the numbers are not, I have not met those numbers, even if I break it down in those 4 weeks. So for yourself, or to be accountable to your goals, to whatever you are planning on achieving this month, it's a good reminder, like, okay, I need to get on it. I love how they added the self-development books. Yeah, the first one, I already listened to it. It's an amazing book, the 5-second rule. The other 2 I haven't. Karina, is that the one that you've listened reading from Tony Robbins, Unleash the Power Within? No worries. Okay. But I was like, wait a minute, I think I've been seeing the book and keep saying I wanted to read it. Yes, and back to steps to success. This sheet has already steps to success as well. It tells you can look and see when is your outer shipping, if that's what you have. Put it the dates, so make sure that it's actually you know when it's running or when you need to run it. And then obviously you have the 4 LCs and 3 DTs. So that's another. And if you guys are a fan of a secret, I know I am, like whatever you put in the universe, sometimes I put my potential LCs in the LC and then DTs, which here I'm still, I need to add that as well, which I have actually 5 DTs that I'm talking to, or potential DTs that I'm talking to. So, and it's so crazy how that happens when you put them, and I'm like, oh, I don't even have to, you know, replace them. They actually are signing as a customers or distributors. So yeah, so just wanted to remind everyone, it's only the 8th. I want to be positive, so it's only the 8th, and you guys have plenty of time to catch up if you haven't print out, you know, something. But don't print and just put it away. I've done this before too. Print it out and actually use it. I use also on the back, you know, literally people who said that are going to order, you know, next Friday, end of the month, you know, whatever. So I make sure I have those names. I have a separate list. I have a bunch of lists. I'm not even organized that much, but this sheet actually helps me to be organized and to remember, you know, the names. Which that reminds me that I need to add quite a few more. Okay, I'm done. If you guys have any questions. Which one was it? Oh, okay. No, this one is unleash the power within, but because it's within, that's what got confused. Okay. Thank you. Then yeah, what will you, do you want to add anything? Do you guys want to add anything? You want to share?
I just want to add, you know, printing out the steps to success along with this game plan. It's so important, like Natalie said, to, you know, put it in front of you, don't put it away. Like I would put like holes in it and just put it in my binder and like close my binder. So it's like, no, it needs to be like present. You know, the steps to success, I print out and I'll have like 3 because that's my goal, is every month to fill out at least 3, but that's my goal. But make your goal, you know, to fill out at least 1. You know, it's so important. I think a lot of people, especially new people that just came, they're like, oh my gosh, you know, I just got my 4 LCs. What's next? Well, it's a new month. Get another 4 LCs and start working on your team, you know, start building your team, start talking to people about joining you. But you know, they didn't invent or create the steps to success for nothing, you know? So each month, that's what they want us to do, and that's how you will be successful. So I think we overcomplicate it sometimes. So, you know, definitely make sure you just have it in front of you, you know, don't make it so complicated. Just
make it fun.
Yeah.
I always say just make it fun. If it's not fun, it's harder to make yourself do something.
So true. Hey, Corey.
Hi, guys.
So we're just talking about the game plan and the steps to success.
Okay, awesome.
I don't know if you want to
talk.
Oh, okay.
My internet was like cutting in and out, so hopefully it's better. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Well, I just caught the last half of what you were saying about the steps to success, and that sounds exactly right. Like, our job really is to help people, whether it be with their whatever they need financially or whatever they need with, you know, help with getting healthier, their products or whatever. Like, that's our job, is loyal customers and distributors. The guideline that we follow is the steps to success. That's it. Yeah. That's our job. All the other stuff is just, you know, is stuff that may help you, but if it's not helping you, or it's overcomplicating, or you're thinking too much, then just put it on the shelf and move on. That's it. So, what I have to add about the steps to success? What else have you guys talked about?
Okay, where am I at? That's it. I talked about the game and get out the game plan that it's out there, and obviously the steps to success. And I always say about the focusing on income producing activities and making lists and actually like following people. It's not income producing activities. Talking to people, it's income. Now I forgot. Hold on. Yeah, so talking to people, inviting them to a party or appointment, making an appointment if there's a rap appointment, rap party, events. So anytime you get in contact with people, that's more important task than being on social media all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like today, like I was talking about before, I was so distracted with just scrolling and watching those little like videos, and like you just get distracted. And I honestly had to put my phone like down for a second. I picked it back up and I was like, let's go. 30 minutes, I'm interacting. Like,
yeah.
To get back in that groove.
There is definite power in pausing, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I had to like regroup. So like I was scrolling for hours, but then I had to be like, okay, stop it. Like, let's go, focus. But I think it's important to do those like little 20 minutes. If you have 15 minutes, connecting with people, building those relationships is so important. And I know we always sound like a broken record, but it's true. Building new relationships every day. If you build two new relationships every day, that's going to build your business stronger. So I think it's so important just building those relationships.
Absolutely. And it's so funny because there's a daily task list that I have here, and I'll just break it down to you guys. I think let me get to a different page. I broke it down in intervals of like time, because we hear a lot about that I don't have time to run this business. The kids were this, the whatever was that, like I don't have time to run this business. And I posted this graphic, if I can find it. I don't know where it went. Well, shoot.
Well, if someone says you don't have time, you just have to say you have to make the time. It's all about the priorities, right? I mean,
absolutely.
Everyone has the same 24 hours, and you just have to find it. And if it's important to you, you'll find it. If it's not, there will be something.
And I hear this a lot. I love the saying, switch what you say to, I don't have time to, it's not a priority, and see how that feels. And what I mean by that is not just saying like, I don't have time to engage with people today. Say, it's not a priority to run this business and earn that Ruby paycheck. It's not a priority to message 5 people to earn that diamond paycheck. It's not a priority to stay at home with my kids. It's not a priority to help us get out of debt, because that's why you joined the business. You joined the business for one financial reason or another. So instead of saying I don't have time today, try switching it to it's not a priority, and see how that feels. If it feels okay, then I guess run with it. But usually that doesn't feel okay. It usually brings up a little bit of guilt, and then you can find that 15 minutes.
Yeah, definitely.
I think another way is, I'm going to put Danielle on the spot right now. She just made her vision board a few days ago. Isn't that motivating? I mean, I know I started making my own.
I'm telling you guys, I'm in the business. It's going to be 3 years, November. And I made a vision board or dream board on my phone. So I did like a pic collage, and like I just put it there and I saved it, and I'm not looking at it every day, So I told my husband, I'm like, Sunday we were just sitting around. I'm like, no, we need to make a dream board. So he got stuff and I got stuff, and we sat there and we did it together. And now it is on top. Look at this. It's on top of my fish tank. I don't know if you can see it.
Now we know you have a fish.
And yeah, it's on top of my fish tank, and it's by the bathroom. So from the living room, you could see it. When you wake up in the morning and you go to the bathroom, you could see it. And all I keep seeing is Ambassador Diamond. So that's what's in my head every day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. So like even today I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, how am I going to get into Ambassador Diamond if I'm not working? You know? Yeah. So it's so motivating. And I'm telling you guys, even if you want to make a small one and just put it like in your bedroom when you wake up, or somewhere that you could see it all the time, make one. You know, and make, like, that scares me a little bit, like Ambassador Diamond. It scares me, but you know, we have to dream that big because we're capable of it. So, you know, go for those, you know, dreams that you really want and that scares you, because it will come true. It will come true. It's like exciting. So
absolutely.
I stopped calling the dream board and replace it with the vision board. The only one reason, because it's kind of like in our head, like we think dream board and it seems like a dream so far away. So I always, and I know sometimes I catch myself saying dream board, but I try not to say anymore dream board. I literally say it's always a vision board, because that's where I see myself at. You know, if you say it's Ambassador Diamond, then I am Ambassador Diamond. Matter of fact, I am already Ambassador Diamond. I just haven't gotten there yet. So you have to, it really the thinking is that you have to arrive in your head first before you actually get there. So so you have to, like, it's a vision. And also I always kind of compare. A lot of people have done this before for the weight loss, but it's so funny that we don't do it for our business. And weight loss and business is so similar, like within so many different ways to stay committed, to have the goals. And I've seen a lot of people have done where they put, you know, skinnier person on a fridge, and so every time you get to your fridge and you don't want to, you know, eat whatever because that's your goal. So that's kind of the same thing with the business. So as long as you have to set the goal, and then you have to know kind of like the game plan, well, how are you going to get there? With the business, we have the steps to success. You choose the time, how much your time invested. You choose how you're going to build your network, either it's through social media, different social media, Instagram, Facebook, or you're going to do it, you know, with blitz cards and events and all that stuff, or maybe all together. And then same thing, you kind of have to know, okay, how many people do I have to talk to a day, a week, a month, in order to get to whatever, you know, your goal is. If your goal is Ruby, or if your goal is Diamond, you kind of just have to know. So yeah, I always compare to, like, when you look at the motivational videos or like the quotes, they all so similar. Like they're all talking about, you know, don't give up, and you know, you have to self-motivate you, and you have to know, why are you doing this? Why are you looking for, you know, to lose weight? And same thing, why are you looking, why do you want to promote? Okay, well that's a little bit of a dream board. When I finish mine, I will show you guys too. It's not finished yet. I need to add a few things.
Yeah, it's so important. It really is.
Absolutely. I wanted to share an experience also, and it kind of just reminded me of something. So in my town, I live in a small town, and in my town there is one diner, and this diner I have been working at since I was 14, on and off. And so they always call me in when, even though I work from home, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I stay home with my daughter. Whenever they need a fill-in and there's nobody else to work, they call me in. So Friday night I worked there because all the girls wanted to go to a concert. And then Saturday and Sunday I worked there because one of the other girls' brother was in town, and she wanted to go to a wedding, and am also, since I've worked there for so long, I'm one of the only ones that knows how to work a breakfast shift, so they don't ask the other girls. And it got to be Sunday, so it was the last shift I was filling in, and I was seeing Natalie and Daniela messaging and talking to each other, and I got this, like, feeling of just I just kind of got sad, and then I started to feel like a little hopeless, and I then was like, I'm so disconnected from my business. I'm disconnected because I've been working all weekend, and this is not, this isn't good, or that I'm disconnected, and it sucks, and I'm sad. And then I had just kind of like rolled around with that in my head, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I haven't even posted yet, and I'm just feeling so, like, broken up about it. And then I had, like, hit a moment where I was like, no, the reason why I'm feeling disconnected is because I chose to disconnect myself. I knew that I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to open this restaurant. I knew that I had to, and I chose not to come home and pre-plan some posts that I could copy and paste the next day. I chose to wake up from my nap when I got done working at the diner and not read through all of the messages that Daniela and Natalie were sending to each other and get caught up. I chose not to send those messages that I should have sent for that day. I chose not to follow up. I chose to feel disconnected, and I chose not to show up for my business. And here's the thing, guys. On the 15th, I'll still get paid. This business will always show up for you. And it's your job to show up for it. This business never ditches you. This business will never not work for you. The reason why something doesn't go the way that you want it to is because you stopped showing up for it. And I stopped showing up for my business this weekend. And because of that, now I have to work extra hard to get to the point where I was at. So if you're posting and you're not getting the interaction that you want to on personal posts, like posts that that you would get a lot of attention on, like your daughter or your son or your relationship or whatever, that's because you're not showing up. And it doesn't take long. It really doesn't take long for you to show up for your business. You can work an hour and a half total, which is just small intervals throughout the day, and you can grow that into a part-time or a full-time income. But you have to make the choice to show up every single day. If you were to go to your job, whatever it is. So I used to be a title clerk as well. So I was a title clerk for a car dealership, and I had to be to work at 8 o'clock every single morning. And if I wasn't there at 8 o'clock every single morning, Monday through Friday, I got in trouble for that. Okay. And then the very first thing was I would clock in. And then the second thing I would do is check my emails. And then the third thing that I would do is check my work inbox. And then the thing I would do after that is I would start billing out deals for the cars that were getting picked up today. And then what I would do after that is do work for the DMV and send out registrations or get cars registered. And then I would bill out more deals. And then maybe I would take a lunch. And then I would do another job duty and another job duty. If I didn't do one of those job duties, guess what? I wouldn't get paid. I would get fired. Just one day I could get fired, or slacking off for a week, you get fired. And then you don't get a paycheck. Apply that same mentality to this business. If you don't engage, if you don't send those messages, if you don't send those happy birthdays, if you don't do that personal development, those are your job duties. And it can take only an hour and a half throughout the day. And we get it. You're busy sometimes. Totally get it. Maybe you can only work 15 minutes. I used to lay on the couch with my husband and watch movies and work this business while I had a 40-hour-a-week job and worked on the weekends because he wasn't working and we were broke, really, really broke. So apply that same mentality. If you don't show up for your business every single day, then you can't expect anything to come of it, and you can't get sad, and you shouldn't post or tell people that this business isn't working for you because you're not working for it. You have to show up. And I was reminded of that this weekend because I didn't show up for my business, and then I quickly had to switch my mindset because I was thinking in my head that this business isn't working for me anymore when I chose not to work for it. And I will still get a paycheck on the 15th. That's pretty powerful. So that's it's something that you have to remind yourself every day. Open your business just like you would clock into your job.
Yeah, I totally agree. And like, I feel like when I was working, I got the most done. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I made sure that I had that schedule set. So definitely get into your routine. You know, if you could only work this business an hour in the morning, do that, you know, because each step that you do, each day that you do it, it's going to bring you more and more closer to, you know, your goals. So I love that. I love that you said that because, you know, there are times where I don't want to jump on a meeting or I don't want to listen to a family call, but I forced myself to it because when I had mandatory meetings at work as a teacher, I had to stay and I didn't get paid for it, you know? And I'm like, and I do apply that to my job. Like to my business. You know, I get on those calls. I get on the Zooms, the power hours, whatever it is, like get on them, show up because I'm telling you, like it's going to be so worth it when, you know, you get to diamond or above and you're getting that income that's going to relieve so much stress for your family or whatever it is. Maybe you just, you know, maybe some people sign up and they don't need the income, you know, like, I don't know. I've never met somebody that didn't need the income, but some people just sign up that, you know, just want to have friends, you know, so
right.
Whatever it is, you know, show up, definitely stay connected. I give you guys a lot of props for being on tonight. Like you guys are awesome. You guys are rock stars. Show up, you know, because truly something that anybody says on any Zoom may connect with you and it may change your entire business. So, you know, definitely stay connected.
I love how, I forgot who said that, Cami or Pam Souter, where they said, when you had a great day and you feel like you don't have to show up because you know everything, show up and share, like someone maybe needs something to hear, or maybe just have the energy just to get the positive and energy. And if you really feel like that's you tired, you don't need it, or you just had a bad day, you need to show up because it's going to change your day, your mindset or whatever. So there's always those two things, either or. It's good for the business and for you personally.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Do you guys have any more questions? We are 30 minutes. We are doing actually very good lately. We set the time that we're going to be doing those meetings for 30 minutes. At least we have a special guest or anyone has some questions that needs to be answered. We're all here for any questions. I mean, that's what the meetings is for. We don't want to just sit here and chat all night. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, let us know. And if not, get with your camera so we can take a good picture. And I think we're done. We need to go back and do a few power hours and work the business. Just sitting and chatting is not going to grow our check.
No, definitely not. But if you guys have any questions with anything that even we didn't talk about, put them in the chat as we're taking the picture. Well, we could definitely go, you know, over it.
Absolutely.
Everybody ready? Let's take pictures. You guys. You always have to take like a few of them.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for jumping on and being with us tonight. We'll see you guys next Tuesday, same time.
Have a great night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.